How Much Land Does a Man Need? By Leo Tolstoy. The ambitious peasant Pakhom, who, after gaining ever greater plots of land, finally heard of a wonderful deal in a far-off country. He travelled to the land of the Bhaskars and negotiated with the village elder, who seemed a fool. The elder told Pakhom that he could have all the land he wanted for 1,000 rubles a day. Pakhom did not understand. "What kind of rate is that?" he asked. "How many acres could that be?" "We don't reckon your way. We sell by the day. However much you can walk around in one day will be yours." When Pakhom expressed that a man can walk around much land in one day, the elder burst out laughing. "And all of it will be yours," he replied. But there was one condition. If Pakhom didn't return to the starting point by sundown, the money would be forfeited. Ecstatic, Pakhom spent a sleepless night. Rising at dawn, he went with the villagers to the top of a hill, where the elder put down his hat. After placing his 1,000 rubles on top, Pakhom began walking, digging holes along the way to mark his land. The going was easy, and he thought, "I will do another 3 miles and then turn left. The land's so beautiful there. It would be a pity to miss any." Pakhom hurried throughout the morning, going out of his way to add more and more land. But at noon, when he looked back at the hill where he had begun, it was difficult to see the people. "Maybe I have gone too far," he worried, and decided he must begin to make shorter sights. As the afternoon wore on, the heat was exhausting. By now, his bare feet were cut and bruised, and his legs weakened. He wanted to rest, but it was out of question. Pakhom struggled on, walking faster and then running. He worried that he had been too greedy, and his fear made him breathless. On he ran, his shirt soaked and his throat parched. His lungs were working like blacksmith's bellows. His heart beat like a hammer. He was terrified. All this strain will be a death of me. Although Pakhom feared death, he couldn't stop. "They would call me an idiot," he thought. When he was close enough to hear the Bhaskars cheering, he summoned his last ounce of strength and kept running. But suddenly, everything became dark. "The sun has set," Pakhom groaned. He wanted to stop now, but heard the Bhaskar still cheering him on. He realized that from where he was at the bottom of the hill, the sun had set, but not for those on the top. Pakhom took a deep breath and rushed up the hill. Reaching the top, he saw the elder sitting by the hat, laughing his head off. Pakhom's legs gave way, and he fell forward, grasping the cap. "Oh, well done!" exclaimed the elder. "That's a lot of land you have earned yourself." Pakhom's worker ran up and tried to lift his master, but Pakhom was dead. The worker picked up Pakhom's spade, dug a grave, and buried him 6 feet from head to heel. Exactly the amount of land a man needs.